Details for this recipe are at sipbytego.com. What I wanted to share with you today is a delicious new combination I've discovered from cooking chicken in the sous vide machine. When you're cooking this sous vide chicken with an orange and sage glaze, there are basically two main ingredients you're going to want. Those are oranges and sage. So when you have your ingredients together and you're ready to cook the oranges, the sage, and the chicken in their vac sealed bag, you put it in the sous vide machine at 165 degrees for about 1.5 hours. It really couldn't get any easier than that. It just sits in the bag, which sits in this hot sous vide bath water. The thing is, chicken comes out looking a little bit strange after the sous vide machine because it's kind of like boiling it, even though it's in a bag, so it's not directly touching the water, but it's kind of boiling the chicken, and the outside of it won't have like the grill marks that the restaurants have. What we do is we put a pat of butter, like a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of butter, in a really hot pan on the stove. And what that does is it gives the outside of the chicken the restaurant sear. And it's really easy. Your chicken's already cooked thoroughly in the sous vide, so all you have to do is put it in there, and don't ditch those sage leaves. Definitely hold on to them. While that's going on, the chicken tastes delicious. You could just make it with vegetables or I don't know, whatever else you like for a side. But one thing I love with sage in particular is butternut squash ravioli. I'll go to a local store and just pick up something in the freezer section. Any sort of pasta would be fine, but I love a ravioli, especially a butternut squash ravioli. That's something that tastes really great with sage. Just the flavors together. It's kind of like a fall and winter classic combination that usually you only get out at a restaurant, but since you can sous vide at home, why not just cook the rest of the restaurant meal at home while you're at it? So you have 1.5 hours to hang out, listen to music, do whatever you want while your chicken's preparing. And you know, maybe in the last 10 minutes I'd start boiling the pot of water for pasta. So when your chicken is all set, and oops, that was a bad idea. Probably will not find that orange until we move. If you have a little bit leftover glaze, the orange sage glaze, that citrus dressing tastes good on anything. So put it on vegetables, put it on your butternut squash. So good, so good. It's really that easy. This is one of my favorite ways to make chicken. I love the idea of putting it with pasta, with veggies, whatever. But once you learn this, you can make all different combinations. You could next time throw a lemon in the bag, and maybe basil, so lemon basil chicken. I mean, once you learn how to make this really basic chicken sous vide style, you can make it with any mashup of ingredients you want. Get the full recipe at sipbytego.com. The deal is, I have oranges to show you, and I thought I had sage, but I'm really amazing at cleaning out the refrigerator for some reason. If like we're just constantly making so much food, I have to stay on top of it. But I think just in my cleaning rampage of the fridge, I ditched it. But sage is this beautiful, beautiful green leafy thing. It kind of looks like a basil. It smells so fragrant, and I never started using it until this year. I think a lot of people kind of skip over it at the grocery store. But if for some reason you can't find sage, I hope you do because it's delicious. But if for some reason you can't find it, you could always use basil or something else. I don't know, whatever you like. Or skip it. It would probably taste delicious anyway. Definitely hold on to the sage leaves and the orange slices. I would just throw them all in there in the really hot pot with the butter. And sage is so delicious when the leaves fry. It's like my strange new obsession of this season. But don't let the sage burn. I just like saw a note I made on my recipe about that. So don't let the sage burn. Use these again. Get those sage leaves out. Munch on them. They're delicious. not to, you know. So when your chicken is all set, and oops, that was a bad idea. Probably will not find that orange until we move. I really wonder where that other orange went. Oh. Ugh, I hate the way mandarin orange. Oh, this isn't even a real orange. We're out. Again, shove it in a bag, or gently put it in a bag. If you have any questions for me at all, you can go to the definitely hold on to the